it's art auction. It's art auction. It's art auction. It's art auction week here in Rockport. And we are super excited to be here, to be with you all, and to let you know what we are doing this year with all of the COVID going on all around Texas. So we have canceled Art Fest. I don't know if you've known, but we did cancel Art Fest. And the reason is that it's just too dangerous at this time. So what we've done is we've also converted our annual art auction to an online format. So we partnered with liveauctioneers.com. And today we're going to talk all about Art Fest. But first, let's thank some sponsors. So I can go ahead and share my screen. Great. Now we are a membership organization. That's how we receive a significant portion of our funding. So if you like what we're doing, if you like our show, if you're watching, whether it's now at 4 p.m. or if it's 2 a.m. in the morning and you just can't sleep, you can go online to our website at rockportartcenter.com and become a member. It doesn't cost that much, $50 for a whole year. And you help programming like this, Rockport Studio Tour Live, our annual art auction, all of our free summer camp programs that are serving Aransas County with social distancing, with masks, with temperature taking, parents aren't allowed in the building, all of these precautions to keep our children safe. All of these programs are possible because of our members and our donors. So please consider joining and supporting this great organization in South Texas. So today, what are we watching? What are we talking about? It's all about the 2020 Summer Art Auction. And several of our artists, many of our artists are actually have work up for sale. They've donated, graciously donated great work that we are going to put up for auction and bid. And a portion of that sale will go back to the artists because our artists are working businesses. They make our living, they pay their bills from selling their artwork, and that's what we're here to support. So first, let's thank First Community Bank. They are awesome at social distancing. They have an ITM that allows you to not even have any contact with the lobby and do all your banking needs. Prosperity Bank, also amazing. They will go out of their way to support the local community, and they are a proud supporter of the arts. And always, Karen Mella, get it sold, get it noticed. And I hear real estate here in Rockport is going like hotcakes. And I can tell you, because I also am looking and I'm not seeing, things are just going so fast. So if you want a place that you can come down on the weekend, or maybe you want to relocate to the beautiful paradise of Rockport, give Karen Mello a call. So now we're going to go to the artist roll call because we are all busy working. So folks, I'm going to hand it over to Doc. Doc, who do we have today?
All right, cool deal. All right, so we'll get to artist roll call. To my left, we have Diane Johnson. Hi, Diane. How you doing? What you got going on over there? What she is hammering on? I heard you earlier. Oh, we got you on mute. Let's see.
Oh,
there we go.
There you go.
Is that okay?
That's
good.
good.
What do you have there?
Wow.
Well, I have these earrings I made last week, and I like them so much. I'm going to keep them. But I made these that are Guatemalan jade that I picked up in Guatemala when we had the Guatemalan trip last year for the art center.
Wait, tell me about that trip. I know several people went.
Oh, it was amazing. It was the most amazing trip. I've been with these this tour group 3 times, and this was the best trip ever with the art center. Yeah, we had like 10 or 12 people. And we got to see so much, and we stayed in the nicest hotels, ate at the most amazing restaurants, saw lots of wonderful sights, and did a lot of shopping.
Well,
so,
I can't wait for COVID to be over so we can do that again.
I can't wait for COVID to be over so we can do it again too. And I will go the minute COVID is over. Okay, so everybody get ready because I'll host another one. Let's go. So I'm working on these. I'm working on these. Thanks.
Those are beautiful. Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome.
And who's next?
All right. To my right, I have Juliana. How you doing? What you got going on over there?
Hi, y'all. My dog is going crazy right now, so I apologize. I've been today I was in the studio with Diane, and I was making some overalls. So just been doing some stuff.
Out of that same cloth, you're making overalls?
So I made a pair for Diane out of the mud cloth, but today I made some linen, some black linen.
Oh my gosh, I may need to give you my measurements. I'm looking for some like breezy summer Texas heat overalls because denim is just too hot here.
Yeah, they're super breezy and light. I really enjoyed it. They turned out really good today. So
Wow, do you think maybe next week you could show us?
yeah, I'd love to for sure.
Awesome, great. Well, we can
Cool
all
deal.
look forward to that. Thanks, Juliana.
Right on, right on. All right, so next we got Anita. How you doing, Anita? What you got working on over there?
Well, first I want to talk about Guatemala because I was on that trip too.
Oh, yay.
And I may be taking a workshop. They asked me to go back and take a workshop. So we were working on it when COVID hit. And so this would be time to play and time to paint. It would be a really fun thing. Guatemala is amazing. Every turn you fall in love with it. And so painting there is just such a gift, and the people are wonderful. The place is wonderful. The food is wonderful. And so but I'm working on this piece, and it is a frigate bird, and it's part of an ongoing series of sea and shore birds. So that's what
Beautiful.
Watercolor.
Super
Wonderful.
cool.
Thanks. Oh,
Super
wait,
cool.
I would like you to show because today we may not have a giveaway, but we do need to show what we're giving away next week because Anita did the beautiful artwork on our invitation at the beginning of the show and for the art auction. This is another watercolor that she created for July 4th. And so next week, that will be our giveaway. So make sure you tune in.
You'll have it for
You'll be
next
a
year.
surprise guest, and we'll keep working on that. Great. Thank you so much, Anita.
You're welcome.
Super cool. Yeah, thank you. All right, and then next we have Michael, or also known as Kuvi. How you doing? What you got going on? He's got a mute there. There we
Working
go.
on it. You're still muted.
Up at the top. There. Oh.
And at the bottom.
You'll get it. You'll get it. That was a video.
That was the video one. There we go.
Man, you had it before the show. You were
There he goes. There he is.
Yay.
All right.
Yeah. Now I need to turn my camera around to show you a cross that I'm a crucifix that I'm working on.
Oh, yes.
Up.
Oh my gosh, look at that spalted. I saw the spalt. Oh, that's walnut.
Yeah, it's a
That
stack
is
cross.
beautiful.
It's made with 3 pieces of wood, 3 different wood: walnut, mesquite, and spalted hickory. And this is the unfinished stage. I haven't finished it. I've completed the construction of the cross, but I hadn't finished it. So that's going to be ready in the next day or so.
Man, when you seal that up, all that wood grain and color is going to pop right out. That's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm also working on another crucifix. These 3 pieces are going to be one piece that when it's over.
Is that maple?
It's going to be a 3-cross piece. Some turquoise, and there'll be some leather on it. So those are 2 things that I'm working on now. So.
Those are fantastic, Kuvi. Thanks so much for sharing.
Sorry.
Super cool. Super cool.
And if you like those, what is it? Designsbykuvi.com.
Designsbykuvi.com.
Yes, and that's where you can get that.
Correct.
Who's next, Doc?
All right, next on the list we have Deborah Koster. Hi, Deborah. How you doing?
Hi. Oh, I'm
Good.
doing great. Thank you. How are you?
Good. What you got going on there?
Is that what you were working on last week?
Yeah. Oh, no, this is a different one. And so I'm tooling the bottom of it, and then I'll flip it over and do the color part. But this time I've decided I'm going to do the color on the front and the back, because you need to have some color on the back of these things. Because not everybody wants to hang it on the wall. Some people want to use these because they are perfectly functional.
That is true. I have not convinced my husband to take down the goblets you gave us yet, but one day I'll drink something out of it.
Drink them. Drink. They have a little sign on them that says "Drink me," like in Alice in Wonderland. Okay.
All right, I'll let them know it's there in invisible ink. Who's next?
Great.
Right on. All right, cool deal. And then next there we got Jean. Hi, Jean. How you doing? What you got
Great.
working on?
Just working on the international now summer art auction that we're doing via live auctioneers, and we are in 4 countries right now.
That is
So,
fantastic.
It is really, really exciting, and just want everybody to bid.
Yep, and we're going to be showing people step by step how to do that today. So
Great.
stick around, and we can hopefully be a nice guide and walk people through it. That you can watch us on your own time and get all set. Who's
Great.
next?
It
Right
is.
on. Right on. Cool deal. Next we have Terry. Hi, Terry. How you doing? What you got going on? Got you on mute still?
Got you on mute. Just need to unmute.
Unmute.
Woo.
It's either up or down.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yay.
Okay.
All right. What you got going on there?
I'm doing organizational work right now, and because I haven't been in the studio a lot, so but I have been doing some organizational work, and I work with sea glass a lot, and I have a lot of it, and so I decided that I would make some boards that contain pseudo matching pieces. Of course, you never have 2 pieces that are identical, but you can at least get them close. So I have been working on these kind of boards.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So that it probably applies to many applications, but it's just put on with rubber cement. And so then if you decide, okay, I want this pair, you can just pull them off and you've got them, and you don't have to dig through your big bowls or bags of sea glass. You have them kind of already on.
Yeah, that's great. That reminds me a lot. That reminds me a lot of Debbie Min's pastel bins. All of her pastels and all the different colors of the rainbow, so that she doesn't have to go searching for it. It just makes it a little easier.
Yeah, you just have, this is a brown board, but I have a white board, blue board, green board, blah, blah, blah. So that's about all I've got done this week.
That's a lot of organization. I think Marie Kondo would love that you did that.
Right on.
Who do we have
All right.
next?
All righty. Next we have Vivian. Hi, Vivian. How you doing? What you got working on over there?
I am, hey, it told me to unmute. I'm working on some slab. Some, let's see, what are those? Saucers and a mugs. Slab built with a doily imprint. I don't know if you can tell it, but yeah.
Oh, I see a little bit of it.
I'm not a hand builder, so this is even more of a challenge than the wheel. But you know me, I'm just playing in the mud.
I love it. I love it.
Right on. Right on. All righty. So next we have
Julia. I think we have.
Julia.
I think
we did everybody. It's just me.
That's you. Next is you.
Just me. I haven't been working on a whole bunch. Just putting away a bunch of glass I ordered, and kind of just, I made a ring this morning. That was about it. It got a little hot, and I decided I was going to take a few days off.
It is very hot right now.
Is.
We are up to like 113 heat index. So I hope all of you artists out there are taking precautions, staying in, and making sure that you keep it cool. So while we're talking here, I am going to bring up liveauctioneers.com.
Cool deal.
One moment. I'm going to share my screen here. All right. So here is liveauctioneers.com. Can you all see that?
I can see it.
Yes.
Great. And so this is the company that the Rockport Center for the Arts has partnered with in order to have our online art auction. So there's all of the in-person tickets to accommodate social distancing have all been sold out. So that is not an option anymore, but you can watch online. And we have so many great options and so many great artists that are represented that we want to make sure that you can watch and join us on Thursday, this Thursday, just 2 days from now, online at liveauctioneers.com, and you can watch the whole thing. So generally we have this great party with 600 people. We hope to have thousands of people watching this auction this time, all through liveauctioneers.com. So what I want to do is, you can see here that I've already registered with liveauctioneers.com. It says, hi, Carol, how are you? So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you create an account with the company liveauctioneers.com. Whether it's eBay or Amazon or whomever, there's multiple sellers. There's many auctions on the site, but you want to make sure that you can get on the site, and then you need to register for our auction, Rockport Center for the Arts. So you're going to go to liveauctioneers.com, and then you're going to create an account there. After you create an account, or if you just want to preview the auction items, you just type in Rockport, oops, let's spell it correctly, Rockport Center for the Arts. And when you do that, you come up with actually a whole bunch of our pieces. Let's see. You can follow the search, and by doing that, you can follow all of these items here on the auction. Now this came with, this is one preview of it. Now if I search Summer Art Auction 2020, we also come up, oh, it doesn't quite come up to all our things. So what we can do is go to the calendar as well. When you go to the calendar, you can select the date, and our date is going to be July 2nd. And as you can see, these are all the auctions that are happening on July 2nd. So as we scroll down, you just need to look for Rockport Center for the Arts. And shout out if anyone sees it before me. This is not going as planned. Let's try again.
Well, I went ahead and went through it, and just like you said, that's working out pretty good.
And
I mean, I'm looking at it.
Well, let me try again.
Yeah, redo that, because I did exactly what you did and typed in Rockport Center for Arts. It came up on, I got a little different view than you have, but it looks like it's all
right. So
yours looks different than mine.
I know. Sometimes it does that.
Yeah.
Rockport Center. There we go.
Yep.
If you do here it is. See, I'm following it. Rockport Center for the Arts, and this is our auction.
Yep, and I just hit right there. Yeah, Explore, or the one.
Yep. So we hit on Explore, and
that's
this
where I'm
is
at,
our
right
summer
there.
art auction page.
Yeah.
So when you get to this page, just bookmark it. You can do that by clicking in Google on this little star right here. And this is, I'm going to put it in my mobile bookmarks because I may be watching on my phone. And I put it there, so now it's in my favorites, and I can click on it very easily. Some things you should notice on this is that there's no reserves, meaning that there's not a minimum. What does that mean, Jean?
It means there's no minimum bid required.
Great. And with that, that's what I was going to say, but I just didn't want to make a mistake.
Well, it also means in general that that somebody isn't saying, okay, the start bid is $25. But secretly I have a minimum of 2,000. So they're not tricking you in any way or form. There is no reserve hidden in there anywhere on any of these pieces.
So with this, you can see as we cruise through, we have 65 lots, 65 pieces of artwork, sculpture, ceramics, painting, bronze are all available in the auction. So as you can see, we have an herb booth, and he is a very prominent artist here in Rockport, Texas. And we also have this, we have only 3 pieces that don't have bids yet. So I'm going to go over those because you may be able to get something. We have this Paul Herman right here. And the minimum bid is $100. It's a World War II etchings. They are signed, it is signed. So that is a big deal. Now, you can see that there's some yellowing on this piece and a little bit of foxing. That means there's a little bit, it's not pristine condition, but it's definitely quality condition. With this piece, you put it under some acid-free mat board and some acid-free and some UV protected glass. and it will last for years. So that's a fantastic piece to consider. And it's only $100 right now. So let's try that. We're going to go back to auction right there. And we're going to cruise down and see what else needs a bid. As we go through, have you seen any of your pieces yet?
Yes, I saw mine a little bit ago.
I saw my piece in there too. Yeah, super cool.
All right.
So mine in there.
Fantastic. Here's the second piece that has no bids yet. This is Bob Lockhart's piece. Bob Lockhart is a retired professor of art from, Louisville, Kentucky. He taught there. And he comes down here every fall, and he is a part of our art center. He's a great guy, great fun to hang out with. You can see all the condition reports here on the piece. And this piece is very detailed, all of these lines and drawings. Hey, Anita, what can you tell me about Bob?
Bob is a professor. He's amazing. He's taught workshops down here. There is a book on sale, for sale at the Art Center. I think it's only $10. And it's about all of his life as an artist.
I believe it's called The Untold Story of Bob Lockhart.
Yes, and his work is very intricate. It is many, many layers of color. He works in neo pastel, which is a hard pastel, and also works in colored pencil. So
yes, and so we saw a lot about pastel. We saw a lot about pastel in Debbie Min's show a few weeks ago. So this is a similar technique to Debbie's.
Yes. Yes.
Great. And let's take a look. Where else are, I think there's one more piece. Nope, that has a bed. It is around here.
I got it.
That's got to be Diane.
No, it was Terry. That's all right. I got it. It's all right.
So here we see Doc Roberts' lionfish. I can point that out to everyone.
Pretty.
Yes.
It's super beautiful. Look at these photos we have of this. It is a glass sculpture that Doc generously donated. And there are several bids on that right now. So
that's the one that I had on paper in Victoria too, about a year ago.
Excellent. And here's Robin Hazard's piece. She hasn't joined us today, but she is represented all over the state of Texas, including right here in Rockport. Is that right?
Yes, it's right here in Rockport.
At Anita Diebel's studio, so you can come and see her work in person. But again, you can see that it's framed, it's papered on the back. Those are all very good qualities. She even hung the wire all the way down to the bottom, and that hook makes sure that the frame stays put and that bottom piece doesn't give way over time from gravity. So that's excellent. You can see up close, this is also pastel, am I correct?
Yes.
So we have some great drawing and works, and I love following Robin on social media. She always, you can see her influences from her backyard. She'll take photos and she's like, boom, I love this. And then a little while later, you may see a piece that is exactly like that. And before we get to the poster artists this year, I just want to go back and make sure that we touch base on each of our artists. I want to give a shout out to Greg Reuter. He is a retired professor and on our board of directors. He's a professor at TAM-UCC just up the road. And here's a piece that you can see on it is turtles. So this is bronze, it's heavy. And I believe this piece is designed so that it can go on the wall.
Yes.
But it is heavy. I have to warn you, I have a piece of his and we just could not put it on the wall no matter what we did. So we have it lovely set out on our floor nearby. Let's see. Who else do y'all want to take a look at? Oh, check it out. Who's that?
Diane Johnson.
This is our very own Diane Johnson and her artwork right here. Tell us about this piece, Diane.
Well, I made that while I was in Santa Fe because I got so inspired. I don't know why, but of course I get inspired with the turquoise out there. And then I got into doing some spirals, and it's a really nice piece, and the turquoise is good, is what I mean by nice. So it is a nice piece, and 3 pieces with the earrings, the bracelet, and the necklace. So
wow, that is gorgeous and fantastic. I love the swirls.
Thank you. I do too.
Earrings up close. And here's the bangle bracelet.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. As I scroll through, I know that there's many of you in this. So Stan Irvin is another one.
Mm-hmm. And I bid on that, and I got outbid. I've been outbid several times.
One thing that's great about this auction is once you register and then you click to bid, yep, I want to bid in the Rockport Center for the Arts auction, and we approve you right away because we want everyone to bid on these items. You can go ahead and you can set limits. So let's say you know how much you want to spend on this piece, but the bid is what? What is the bid currently on this?
$100.
And let's say your maximum bid is 500. I'm just making that up, but you can put that in. No one will know because you can do absentee bidding through the online auction. So what it will do is if you get outbid, Diane, you can, it will automatically up it by $25 or the minimum increment to put you back in the lead up to your maximum bid. So let's say your maximum bid is $200. It'll keep bidding until $200 so that you're always the top bidder. So
well, I just like bidding. I just like going in and bidding.
It is fun. It is fun.
I love auctions, online or in person.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another piece by one of our artists.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Danya Heck. I believe that's a pearl.
Yes.
Within silver. And it's a ring. It's a squared
square
ring.
band. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And
It's beautiful.
It has this nice concave bowl and with this pearl embedded within it. And look at the scalloping design here. That is fantastic. And I have some earrings by her that I just adore. I love those earrings. All right, let's see.
There's mine.
Where?
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah, there we are.
All right, so here's
Showing up very
Anita's.
bright. It's a very bright painting.
Is it? Oh, this one looks brighter. So it is framed, as you can see, and signed by Anita. And there's the back of
the watercolor. Why they have that?
The back of the watercolor. And here's a nice up close of the feathers. See her signature there. And this is the overall piece. But that's something to consider as you do the online auction. Most of these are representational, but as you can see, a couple of the images are a little brighter than the others. And so most likely, every piece that you see here is going to be more vibrant, more colorful, more impactful, shinier in person. So let's see who's next. I see Elsa's. So this piece was actually the inspiration for the poster for the Rockport studio tour a couple of years ago. And this, you see the palm trees behind, and it clearly influenced our background here behind me. But as you can see, it's a nice painting and very representational of the coast. It would look fine in any home. Oh, I pressed back too much, so I'm gonna have to go back in. And that's not too shabby. So here's Jeannie Myzorski. She is a studio tour artist. She hasn't joined us online yet, but I love these pieces. I actually took a class of hers before COVID, and we learned how to make vases like this. And it's very cool. She hand builds these, and they're gigantic, and she uses this stamping, and she makes these very colorful pieces. She's known for making fish vases. If you go to Windway Gallery, that's where you can see her work. And you can see that's how she spells her name, G-E-N-I-E. And she makes it in a slab build. So this is a terracotta clay. And up close, you can actually see the shine on that piece. It's pretty fantastic. All right. Do we see anyone else we know? Up. Well, actually, we know all these artists, most of them.
Yes.
There's mine.
Barbara Sparkman's there.
Oh, yes, but I need to, this is our third piece that doesn't have a bid yet on it. When you take a look at it, it may seem like it's just a photograph. It's not. This is on metal. I know Eric, I met him. He, when I worked at the Art Museum in South Texas, in Corpus Christi, but this is on metal. He actually learned from a gentleman in San Antonio. There's only like 2 or 3 people that do this style of painting, and it's very similar to like is on metal. It's very shiny, it's layered, it's very intense and complex. It's not a simple piece, but it is fantastic. You can kind of see, you may think that this is just changes in paint color. That's actual reflection. This is on metal, and it's a very contemporary piece. As you can see, it reminds me of Andy Warhol, the different colored pineapples. And he's from Hawaii. So that is why the pineapple. The pineapple is a symbol of hospitality. So if you have a guest room, this would be a great piece to put over the bed with the pineapples, welcoming your guests to your home.
Super
And again,
cool,
it doesn't have a bid yet, so you can get it pretty inexpensive at $500. All
There's
right.
mine right down from the pineapple.
Right down from the, right here? No, that's
No.
Jeffrey McNeil.
Across from the
Oh,
pineapple.
here we go.
There you go.
Here's Terry.
Yeah.
Terry, tell me about this piece.
That was taken in Fiji, and we were out diving, and we came across this island, and that's all there is there. There's nothing else on that but those 2 people who I think thought they were brought out by their hotel, I'm sure, and deposited on that little island, which ultimately disappeared completely. And I just couldn't resist. And because it was just this beautiful water, crystal clear turquoise water that faded into a clear sky. And you can see the breakwater in the background, which is the reef. And they were just sitting there, and we didn't get as close as it looks in that photograph. I had a telephoto lens, but it was just really neat. And so I thought, well, that's just sort of like where you'd like to wake up in the morning, or
That's
at
right.
least visit in the afternoon.
What is that?
So we
printed
call
on?
it, that's on metal. So the
Fantastic.
colors are very bright, and it's Paradise Found is the name of it.
Paradise Found. Great.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. All right. And we do have 2 bids on that right now. So we have several artists that we're all friends here. Bonnie Lou Prouty. Let's take a look at her piece. Now, this is one of her collages, I can see. And she taught us all about that technique during her show. It is signed on the back and dated. So that is fantastic for an art collector. The provenance of most of these pieces are directly from the artist. And not only that, we can put you in touch with the artists. And so you can learn about their background. And if you like their work, you can purchase more. So here's an up close piece of that. But and you can see that it is signed on the front as well. But when you look at this piece, you can see the gold leaf and the sparkly. You can see up at towards the top, within the gray, the sheen of the light, of the highlighting. So it is finished, it is sealed, but you can also see the gold leaf and gold papers that she created. And that's an intense process as we watch. But this is also a great piece here in the auction and one of our Rockport Studio Tour live artists. So I do want to point out this gentleman. Kent Olberg is internationally renowned artist. He's most recently famous for creating a 19-foot mastodon outside the Denver Historical Society. And it is huge. It is amazing. A couple years ago, there was an exhibition at the Art Museum of South Texas where he brought in all of his animals. He can do pieces that are really big or really small. This is a rather petite piece, of a bull. It is bronze, and it is directly from the artist. So Ullberg is originally from Sweden. He moved to the US in 1978, and he has a home here in Corpus Christi, as well as in Denver. And he and his wife Vera split their time between both. Ullberg is well known throughout Rockport. We have several pieces in our collection. Isn't that right, Jean? At the studio, at the Sculpture Garden?
Yes.
Yes, and he also printing heron and
Rites of Spring.
Rites of Spring, and he sells down at Windway also.
Yeah, and he is just such a sweetheart. He's such a great guy. Another piece I want. Yeah, another piece I want to point out is this sculpture by Zeus Morales. Zeus Morales was an internationally known sculptor right here in Rockport. He did granite, and I think I remember him telling me once that he has a mountain up in Oklahoma, or had one, that he went up to get all his granite every time. Unfortunately, Jesus did pass away a few years ago in an unfortunate car accident. So the work that he has created is limited. He also has pieces throughout South Texas, but also in Houston. The police memorial public monument is made by Jesus Morales. Isn't that right?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But it's not Morales, it's Morales.
Oh, thank you so much. Morales.
Yeah.
So fortunately, he had a show, for me at least, in Victoria, Texas. And that was where his very first art exhibition was. And that's why he returned to Victoria to do an exhibition. And that was back in 2013. And there I met him, and he had all these pieces, and I got to chat with him. And as you can see, what's traditional in Morales's work is the rhythm of the groove. And you can see how that patterning, the striations across, really accentuate the stone. It's a fantastic piece. He is internationally recognized, and we are so fortunate that he's from Rockport and that his family donated this sculpture for us to benefit the Rockport Center for the Arts. It is an amazing piece, and it is well worth the price.
Carol, I don't know if this piece is musical, but many of his pieces are musical. If you run your hand along them,
That's true.
They play a rhythm. And
oh, wow.
That was another thing that was so special about his work.
Yeah, he also enjoys playing with the stone. I have a friend in Corpus Christi who owns a bench by him, and the bench actually has a curved bottom. And so when you sit on it, it can kind of wobble, and it's kind of like a lever, and it's a kind of a ride as well as a sculpture. It's beautiful. It's disconcerting to sit upon, though. And so as we cruise through here, we even have a quilt by Susie Black. Who knows Susie?
I do.
Everybody.
Everybody
knows Susie. If you're in Rockport, you know Susie. And look at this beautiful quilt that she created. You can see, again, patterns and rhythm with all of the circles and the grid. It's a fantastic piece. And there's actually 6 photos of it here. We have a nice up close piece where she has a texture in these. And is Susie the one that also makes quilted birthday cards and greeting cards?
Yes.
Those are amazing. I love them. They're available at Windway Gallery. They're available at the Rockport Center for the Arts. But it's the most unique greeting card that you can get for your family, your friends, your mom, your dad. They're fantastic. So if this is out of your price range, think about that. But this is a Susie Black original, and definitely is something that you will treasure throughout your life.
Anything they'll get silly.
Great. So as we go through, we also have some pieces by Dick Ray. Dick Ray is one of the Texas 5 artists, along with Dorothy Hood, who was another South Texas painter. And he is from Houston, He passed away in 2011. So again, these are a limited collection. He's not making any more. But here, this piece is framed and beautiful watercolor by a Houston artist legend. It's an Untitled landscape from 2004. And it's on paper at 8.5 by 11.5. It's a nice small piece that you can have hanging anywhere in your house.
Oh, them nice pieces up there.
Oh, let me go to her.
No, right below the
Right
green.
there.
There you go.
All right. Someone tell me about Kim's piece.
I can tell you about Kim's piece. That is real coral, the real deal. And 3 pieces on a ring is amazing. And the price is really a good price. I think Terry and I were bidding on it, outbidding each other for it.
Well, keep that going.
I know, right? And
actually, it was you.
Yeah, it was me. And
because you don't know who you're bidding against.
No, but we finally figured it out. But this lady is my teacher. She is a Pawnee Indian, 100% Indian. And I met her in Santa Fe, and I go there every year to learn from her. And she's amazing. So that is true Indian jewelry.
I love the patterning that she embossed on the bottom of the ring. So it's not just the top of the ring that's a piece of artwork. It's the entire metal piece all around it. The way she was able to incorporate that is fantastic.
And also, while we're looking for artists, go to Tina's because it's kind of unusual. It's 2.
Yeah,
there it is.
I've been looking at this one.
Okay. So what that is that's all
I almost bid on it right here.
It's all hand done in silver. And those are earrings, and they're what we call asymmetrical. They're different, you know, one's on one ear, one's on the other.
Can you zoom on it, Carol?
Oh, sure. Sorry. Here you go.
So I don't know if they're post earrings. I assume that they are.
I think they are.
They are post
earrings. Yeah, there they are, post earrings. And by the way, that's not me. That's not me making that sound, by the way.
I know, I got it. It's muted. I can see who's doing it, so I can actually get to it a little faster now. I just got to be on that screen when I hear it.
Anyway, I wanted people to see that.
Sorry,
it's kind of hard to tell what it's kind of hard to tell what these are just by looking at them, but they are a symmetrical pair of earrings that are made out of sterling silver, handmade.
So there's the bird is one ear, and then what is this other? Is it the nest?
It is a hummingbird.
No.
And the I can't remember the flower.
The hummingbird plant. The hummingbird plant. The bloom.
Turk's cap.
The
Turk's cap.
Yeah. There we go. We just needed some birders.
Yeah. Turk's cap hanging down.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I like
that's
how
the stem of a Turk's cap.
Yeah.
The stem that comes out is that is a perfect Turk's cap.
I know. It's a wonderful pair of earrings.
I mean, originally, like, I don't know, maybe I was always raised with both ears should be the same, but I am loving this. This is fantastic.
I know.
It tells a story on your ears.
Exactly. Isn't that fabulous?
Very unique.
It is. And I love the backings on these. These are not going to come off your ears. There's so many earrings I have to put the extra backings on the back to make sure it doesn't pop off.
Okay, well, I'm glad we talked about this because I love those earrings.
All right, so here's a piece, Annie, or this is a digital color print, and it's a Costa Rica cutie. Check this one out. Right. Look at that frog.
Yeah.
It looks like you know, frogs have the tongue that generally stick out, and this is like the frog is on the tongue.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it is signed by Annie. And look at that frog. That is just a beautiful piece. Hey, Robin. Robin joined us.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, I'm going to go back to your piece. Could you talk about your piece a little bit?
Okay. My piece is called Heliconias, and it's a ginger flower. I found the live flowers, at a small boutique when I was living in Hot Springs. and they were giant stalks. And I bought them because I just had to have them. And I decided, oh, well, this is my model. So that's what I used to create this painting. And I put them in my vase, and I had to shrink the vase way down to make the proportions work for the painting. But it's all pastel, and it is still life. And it's, just see it and put it down. It's that kind of a pastel that I do.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Sure. Thanks for letting me show it.
Yeah. Well, fantastic. And of course, if you want to bid on Robin's piece or any of these pieces, when you're on the screen, all you have to do is click on that. It automatically puts in the incremental bidding. So when it's a lower bid, you can do it by 10 or 25. When you get higher, it then goes up in increments of 50. So here is at 550 would be the next bid, and you just press confirm there, and then it would go on. So let's take a look and see what I know, and then it's there. And if you put in your absentee bidding, where you actually put your cap of your pricing, it'll automatically upbid for you at the minimum increment. So you don't have to worry about that.
That's super cool. Hey, Carol, do you mind going over the whole process one more time about how to get to that website and everything?
Oh,
so
I think that's a brilliant idea. Yeah. I'm going to open up a new window. We're at Google right now. Type in liveauctioneers.com. There's also a link directly on our website on the Rockport Center for the Arts.com. I have a button on the front page that leads you right to it. And then you can click on Live Auctioneers from there. So here, when you're in liveauctioneers.com, this time it brought me straight to this, to the auction. It won't do that for everyone. If you were here earlier, one of the things I did is I made it a favorite. So you can see up here in my star, it automatically links there. But if I remove that and I close this window and type in liveauctioneers.com, it'll come to their homepage. In their homepage, it even logged me out here. So, it logged me back in. So with this, what you do is up here, you can go to Find Auctions, Auction Calendar. And this auction is on July 2nd. So you're just going to scroll over to July 2nd and click on that.
Super cool, super cool.
And these are all the auctions on July 2nd. And that can scroll in, but we aren't at the top, so I don't like that. So if you type in Rockport Center for the Arts, here we are. There's upcoming and price results. But this isn't our auction either. It doesn't work when I try to do it. It worked fine right before the show. So we do Rockport Summer Auction. Still not there. So let's just look for the auction house. Check it out. Rockport Art Association. That's our legal name. Our legal name is the Rockport Art Association. Now, find an auction.
No, for some reason, I don't know why it doesn't come up for you. When I type in Rockport Center for the Arts, it pops right up for me. It says upcoming auctions, and it's right there, and I hit explore.
Check this out. I just found an auctions near me, and it popped up a map of the United States. I hadn't seen this page before. So we can scroll in, and here we are, right in Rockport. Just click on the map.
Super cool.
Ta-da! You're there.
There we go.
So there's a lot of different ways to find it, but here we are. There's no reserves, meaning we don't have a minimum. We didn't set like a $2,000 minimum bid, but price it down at $25, hoping to get up there. And if we don't get there, we yank it from the auction. No, whatever the bid you see, that's the current bid that's here. And so with this, we have people from all over the country joining, all over the world joining our auction. And Jean was saying that it's up to 3 countries so far are participating in this auction. So as you go through, you can see all the current bids. And if you want, you can click on a piece. Let's click on Bob's here. And you can place your bid. All you have to do is click on the amount and you can raise it. Like if I wanted to, I could just jump this bid quite a bit, but that's not the purpose of an auction. It's to try to get it as best you can. So you can place a bid right there. Great, this is wonderful. Thank you all for joining me. We have so many pieces available on the auction. So I'm going to stop the screen share right now. Does anyone have any other questions about our auction?
No, I'm good.
No?
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is going to be a lot of fun. So when you want to watch, that's the big question. What happens during the show? How do you know what's happening? Well, you're going to come to this page. You're going to come to the auction and we will live stream the event right here. We have a videographer that's helping us out. The auctioneer is going to be up. We're having a nice plexiglass divider so that he can auction and do his momentum and movement and still be safe from all the social distancing. And so it's going to be a great time. And as you watch here, you can also bid right here on the site. So you're watching. And if you see someone in the inside our Estelle Star Gallery and they raise their paddle, you can just hit that button right here. And our staff who is managing this site throughout the auction, she'll raise her paddle and let you know, let the auctioneer know that there's an online bid. So wherever you are, if you're in Corpus, if you're in Rockport, just hanging out at home because you need to stay home for your own health, you can do that. But if you're in Austin, if you are in Houston, if you are in London, it doesn't matter. You just need to come on, right? Whatever, do the calculation of the time difference, but then come on right here to this website and you'll be able to watch the auction and contribute towards our major fundraiser of the year. This is the major fundraiser for the Rockport Center for the Arts. It provides nearly 70% of our general operating costs, our expenses for the entire year. And it is a way that we provide free programming to all of Aransas County. We have our free summer camp program going on right now. Any child in Aransas County, doesn't matter their income level, doesn't matter, gets amazing education in our camps. You can sign up for our camps online. I can tell you that many of these are filling up fast, but you can drop your child off. You as a parent aren't allowed into the building, but we will take the temperature of your child. We'll make sure that they are healthy and feeling well, and they will need to wear a mask because we are under a mask order. And you will be able to, they can come in and experience all sorts of creativity here at the Rockport Center for the Arts. And that's courtesy of our Director of Education, Karen Ert. She's done an amazing job programming this as well, meanwhile programming summer camp while programming the Art Fest. All the way up until last week when we canceled, our staff, Karen and Elena and Luis and Kim, were working so hard, you know, I'm included, but they were working so hard to make sure that we brought this to Rockport. And the fact that we had to cancel, this is the first time we canceled in 52 years. And so this is a great event and a great way for you to support the arts. So with that, everyone, I just want everyone to say, hey, we're losing a few people. That's all right. And we'll catch you all next week with a surprise guest. And we'll be giving away, can we see that flag one more time?
Right here.
We'll be giving away one of Anita's patriotic flag watercolors so that she can, that you can celebrate the 4th. Because I'm not sure where you are, but not all places are having fireworks and everyone needs to celebrate our nation's birthday. What are those ribbons you have there?
Yes, I'm getting ready to put up ribbons outside for the 4th of July.
Super cool. Right on. Right on.
Yeah, everyone's getting festive. And this is when 4th of July happens in Rockport, it means Rockport Center for the Arts Art Festival. Fantastic time. And we are coming back strong next year, post-COVID. So thank you everyone for all of your support throughout this time. And we look forward to seeing you all soon. So see you next Tuesday, everyone. Adios.
Bye.
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 Bye.